objective of this screencast is to show you how to convert your PowerPoint presentation, complete with audio and any kind of animations and interactivity you have in it, into a Flash format that you can play on any machine, anywhere. You can play it on the web, you can put it in Blackboard or any other learning management system, and your learners can have the same information, the same words, the same context, everything, live and as an archival view. Now, this is just a basic 4-slide presentation I have opened. I am using PowerPoint 2007. To begin the operation, you'll notice at the top of the toolbar we have a tab called iSpring Free. We simply left-click on iSpring Free, and it's going to open up the toolbar that has the tools that we're going to use. You'll notice we've got Quick Publish, we've got Publish, we've got Flash. This is where you can insert a Flash object into your presentation. YouTube, where you can insert a YouTube video if you'd like. This is where you can check for any updates that might be available. This gives you some information about it. And this is the register. Now folks, you do not have to register iSpring Free in order to use it. It will work just fine without being registered. It will not cost you any money. It's a free product. They're just trying to get you to utilize this. The registration portion is so they can keep you up to date on updates if you want it. Now, once we've looked at these tools, what we want to do is we want to publish. We do not want to go to the quick publish because we want to have control over how this presentation works. So we left click on publish, and as you can see, now we've got a window that pops up that gives us our dialogue. It asks us for the presentation title. Now you can call this whatever you like. I like to leave it the name of the PowerPoint so I know what it is. It asks you to choose the destination as far as a local folder. Now this one is very simple. It's got a place where you can go over and browse. It's the same Windows just like you would see in any other Windows application. I like to leave it in the same folder that it's in already so it's easy to find. It asks you which of the slides you want to actually convert. I want to select all of the slides. You always want to select all of the slides. Now we get down to some additional options that you may or may not be interested in. First of all, I always ask you to generate an HTML page. This way the file is embedded into the page. I can then simply upload the HTML page and the Flash file that goes with it into Blackboard or any other learning management system I choose to use, and it will work fine. If I want to just leave it then as a Flash file, I can do that as well. I want the presentation to start automatically. I don't want somebody just sitting there waiting to see what's going to happen. I want it to start automatically, so I click on that. I do not want it to loop. If they want to see it again, push the button to see it again. I don't want to change the slides automatically. I want the people to stay awake. I want them driving the bus, so I do not check that. The minimal slide duration, because I'm not changing them automatically, I don't worry about that. I don't want to have the autoplay on-click animations selected either. I do want to do advanced animations on a mouse click. That way I can click on this and it will bring up each piece one at a time and the audio that goes with that. Now you see a button here that says background, and it's blue. This is going to be the background color of the HTML page. You can left click on that and it will bring up your basic color selection just like you would do in any other Windows application. So if we wanted to do it orange, we would simply click orange. If we wanted to do white, we would simply click white. Left click OK, and as you can see, now we're back to the white background. Now over here on the bottom left hand side, you'll see where it says publish. When you left click on publish, it's going to run through a series of things automatically. It's going to begin converting your files to objects and into a Flash format, and when it gets done, it's going to pop up the HTML format so you can look at it. So let's go ahead and left click on publish. As we can see, it says the destination folder is not empty. We're going to go ahead and go over this, say yes, and you'll see it begins processing the slide and exporting the files, all of this stuff. It pops up a window here which is where your folder, where your files are going to be. Now as soon as it does that, it's also going to pop up a web browser. In this instance I use Firefox, so it popped up Firefox. You'll notice now that I've got my toolbar at the bottom. It played the first slide and stopped. Now I click on and it plays the second slide and it stops, and the third slide. Again, you've got the ability here to jump around by clicking on this button and jump around in a non-linear fashion. You can go anywhere you want to in this. At the same time, if you're doing this as a presentation for somebody, you can simply click on this button right here. It will enlarge it and looks just like a PowerPoint presentation. Except with a PowerPoint presentation, you can't jump around. As a learner, the learner can sit there and hear what you're saying. They don't have to imagine what you mean by some of these terms. They know exactly what you mean. If you want to use this as a presentation, you can turn the audio down and do the presentation yourself. And again, it simply goes to the next one and stops, or you can simply click here and drag back and stop. So with that, you've seen how to download now iSpring free. We've seen how to install it, and we've seen how to use it. Hopefully this will help you in the classroom. If you have any questions about this, feel free to contact me at any point in time, and I'll be glad to answer your questions. I'm Craig Jackson. Thanks for paying attention.